From Cody's Kingdom to Randy's voices, these are wrestling theme songs fans love singing along to, kicking things off with one of the most iconic entrance themes of all time. When those trumpets hit, every single person in the arena knows exactly what's coming. The Time Is Now became the soundtrack to over a decade of Cena's dominance, and whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't help but sing along. But while Cena's entrance got the crowd pumped, his biggest rival had the entire crowd singing on top of their lungs.
You think you know me?
Metalingus by Alter Bridge was the perfect soundtrack for Edge's rated R superstar persona. While the song was always iconic, it wasn't until later in Edge's career that fans joined in during his entrances. It started with the crowd in UK, but the Metalingus fever quickly caught on and continues to this day in AEW. Whether he was a despised heel or a returning legend, the crowd always popped for Edge's entrance, and Metalingus continues being one of the best wrestling themes of all time. But speaking of iconic themes, let's talk about an entrance song that had every fan singing from start to finish. Chris Jericho has always had great theme songs throughout his career, be it Break the Walls Down, or his WCW theme song, The Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, has always been lucky when it came to entrance music. However, when Jericho debuted Judas in AEW, nobody predicted it would become the phenomenon it did. Within weeks, entire arenas were belting out every lyric like it was a stadium rock concert. It transformed Jericho's entrances into must-see moments where the crowd became part of the show, and it proved that sometimes a theme song change is all you need to revive your career.
Possibly for control of the future.
But switching from Jericho's anthem to another legendary sing-along, let's talk about the theme that defined the summer of punk. Living Colour's track was the perfect choice for Punk's anti-establishment character, and fans connected with it immediately. Unlike themes written specifically for wrestlers, this was an established rock song that Punk made his own, and somehow it captured his persona perfectly. The lyrics about rebellion and confidence fit Punk's attitude like a glove, and fans today love to sing along every time the voice of the voiceless makes his entrance. But while Punk's theme was always a hit with the fans, let's talk about a legendary theme song that didn't get its flowers for almost 2 decades. When Randy Orton changed his theme to voices in the late 2000s, it perfectly captured his sadistic persona as the apex predator. The lyrics, the atmosphere, the intensity, it all creates this aura of danger that represents the Viper. However, it wasn't until the French crowd started singing his theme that voices became one of the most exciting entrance themes in the WWE. Hearing thousands of people serenade the legend killer is a sight to behold, and Randy genuinely seems to enjoy the crowd participation during his entrance. But while fans took years to start singing Randy's theme, let's talk about an entrance song that had fans singing from day one. Seth Rollins' visionary theme is a masterclass in getting the crowd involved during your entrance.
Burn it down!
What makes this theme brilliant is how it starts with those singable chants and creates this festival atmosphere that turns every entrance into a celebration. Rollins has always understood the importance of presentation, and this theme lets fans become part of his spectacle. Whether he's playing a cocky heel or a beloved babyface, those opening notes get the same reaction because the song is just too catchy to resist. The melody is simple enough that you learn it after hearing it once, and the energy is infectious enough that even people who don't like Rollins find themselves singing along. And speaking of themes fans can't stop singing along to, Bobby Roode's Glorious might be the most perfectly executed entrance theme in NXT history.
Glorious,
The moment that choir hits, every single person in the building joins in without hesitation. The tune is easy to catch, and the theatrical presentation makes everyone feel like they're part of something grand. Even when Rude's booking wasn't great, this theme kept him over with crowds because people genuinely loved singing it, and that's the mark of a truly special entrance song. However, Rude wasn't the only wrestler in NXT with a banger theme song. Shinsuke Nakamura's Rising Sun made him a star in NXT from day one. Instead of lyrics, fans sing along with the melody itself, creating this atmosphere that's both beautiful and grand. The violin-driven intro builds anticipation perfectly, and when that beat drops, the entire arena starts vocalizing those hooks. What makes this theme special is how it captures Nakamura's charisma without needing a single word. The music does all the talking, and fans respond by making themselves part of the performance. But switching gears from NXT, let's talk about an iconic entrance theme from AEW. When Jon Moxley started using Wild Thing as his entrance music, it seemed like an odd choice for someone with his violent, unpredictable character. But somehow, it turned into magic.
He believes Tony he's on a mission.
The song is fun, energetic, and ridiculously catchy, creating this contrast with Moxley's persona that just works. Fans immediately embraced it, and what's brilliant is how the upbeat nature of the song doesn't diminish Moxley's intensity. Instead, it amplifies the chaos. While we're talking about AEW, let's not forget the entrance song AEW fans rejected, but the WWE crowd immediately embraced. Kingdom by Downstate became the soundtrack of modern wrestling's biggest comeback story. It started as Cody's theme in the Indies, followed him through his AEW run, and came full circle when he returned to WWE. While the AEW crowd rarely participated during his entrance, WWE fans immediately joined in singing the lyrics and, of course, the iconic. It's rare for a theme to carry that much emotional weight while still being an absolute banger that gets stuck in your head. But moving on from these bangers, let's talk about one of the most unexpected sing-alongs in WWE history. Fandango's theme song became one of the most bizarre sing-along phenomena in history, and nobody saw it coming. After WrestleMania 29, the crowd in New Jersey started singing his ridiculous entrance music, and it spread like wildfire across the wrestling world. Within days, every fan was fandangoing, turning this goofy ballroom dancer character into an unexpected sensation. There are no real lyrics, just that catchy melody that gets stuck in your brain like a virus. Vince tried to capitalize on the movement, but like most organic crowd reactions, it eventually faded. Still, for a brief moment in time, Fandango's theme was the most popular song in wrestling. But from Fandango's bizarre moment to a modern sing-along, let's talk about a theme that gets the entire crowd yeeting. Whether you love him or hate him, Jey Uso's entrances have become one of the key highlights of modern WWE shows. When those opening notes hit and Jey starts vibing down the ramp, the entire crowd goes concert mode and starts yeeting along. It's got that modern hip-hop vibe that feels fresh, and the way Jey interacts with the crowd during his entrance makes everyone feel like they're part of his crew. However, Jey isn't the only wrestler today whose theme song gets fans singing. Sami Zayn's Worlds Apart is one of the most beloved theme songs in modern wrestling. Every time his music hit, fans would immediately start singing along, and the upbeat rhythm perfectly matches Sami's underdog character. The melody is incredibly catchy, the kind that sticks with you long after the show ends. When WWE replaced this song and Sami stopped using it for months, fans were practically begging to the company to bring this theme back. When Sammy eventually brought it back in Montreal, the pop was simply deafening. But switching from Sammy's feel-good vibes to pure badass energy, Becky Lynch's Celtic Invasion became the perfect anthem for the man. When those drums start pounding and that aggressive melody kicks in, you know Big Time Bex is about to remind everyone why she's the biggest female star in modern wrestling. During Becky's peak as the man, her entrances were electric because fans would lose their minds the second that music hit. Fans don't just sing this theme, they roar along with it, making it feel like everyone's going to war together.
Goosebumps!
But while we're talking about powerful theme songs, let's talk about the entrance music of the most powerful man in WWE history. When Vince McMahon's theme hits, you can immediately feel the energy in the building shift.
No chance!
The chorus gives it this grandiose, almost villainous quality that perfectly captures Vince's persona as the evil billionaire boss. Even decades after its debut, this theme got massive reactions till the day Vince stepped down. Whether you loved him or hated him, you cannot deny that the boss had one of the best theme songs in WWE history. And speaking of great theme songs, check out this video next about the most loved versus most hated theme songs of all time.